Welcome back to the world's most dangerous podcast, Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
Got Matthias in the building.
What it do?
Got Q. What's good, brother?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, minus a third, but I ain't about to even aggravate myself and say nothing. But
did it disappear? Hold on.
Well, hold on, y'all.
Live.
All right. But yeah, April's running late. I know y'all saying deja vu. Like, hold on, have I seen this before? But nah.
Is it 2 people or 3 people? Is she a guest, or is she like?
But it's all good, man. How was your week, brother?
You know what? It ain't that bad, man. It really ain't that bad. You know what I mean? Some crazy shit out there in this world, but as far as myself, I'm pretty good. What about you?
Man, I had an interview Friday.
Whoa.
The interview. I don't know who all on my shit right now that I work with. I don't think anybody is, honestly. But yeah, bro, I want this place. It seemed like a good job, whatever, right? But I noticed something.
Yeah.
I can do the work, right? I know what I'm doing. But I'm different as far as the type of person I am compared to everybody else who does that type of job.
Word.
Like, the way I talk, the way I am, present myself, like, those are more like, you ever see them country white boys that wear steel toes everywhere, that jump out of Chevy?
Yeah.
I just go to work and all that. Yeah. That's the type of they are. But then I'm coming, do the interview in the suit and all this stuff, talking, however I talk.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I wonder how he sees me right now. Because it's one of those, because I'm just not one of those type of personalities, but that don't mean I can't do the job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was like, I just want to fit. I just want a guy who fits, in here and all this.
Yeah.
These people got families, and he's, got the country accent. He ain't seem like a bad dude. I'm just saying, like, the type of person he is.
I totally get that, because that's a problem when you have consistency of character. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You are who you are no matter what you're doing while you're doing it.
Right.
You're still you.
Right,
you know
right.
I have that problem on the opposite way. It's the reason why I can't be some places, you know what I mean? Because I'm always me.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. You know what I mean?
But you know what it is, though? And I think you probably feel the same way. Is you get to a point to where, you got to apply for these jobs and do all these things. And it comes a point in time where you just get tired of fucking faking it.
Yeah, that's why I said fuck it. That's
you know what I'm saying?
My own shit.
Like, I'm faking these interviews. Like the guy, one of the questions, tell me about yourself. Like, that's the last thing I want to answer, because I just want a job. I just want to come in, clock in, and do the job all day. I don't want to tell you that, I was out drinking last night and I'm hungover. I don't feel like doing this shit right now.
Like, who the fuck tells the 100% truth on an aptitude test?
Nobody.
I don't know a person.
Like why are we? I hate when they say, "Tell me about yourself."
Strongly
It's like,
agree.
Myself is I need a job, and I'm applying for this bitch.
All right, you hire me, I'm gonna do what you about to tell me.
That's it.
That's what I got for you.
And it's just like, interviews annoy me. I'm like, I'm not trying to be friends with anybody here.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I need everybody to get along. It's like, I actually just want to work and go the fuck home.
I mean, if I don't get at least a laugh in the interview, I don't feel right about the place.
That's true.
Because I feel like the place is not going it's only a matter of time before personalities. This is different. I need people, who understand that this is a job. Let's get a job done, but let's still enjoy life at some point. That's why I had to become a GM. Yeah. I had to try to set a tone for the places I was at.
Because it starts at the management level.
Oh,
and
it
trickles
man.
down.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a culture.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything that involves people and in one place doing something together, there's a culture going down.
I agree with that. I think with me, I'm such a introverted person.
Yeah.
That I don't really, if I never speak to a person at all at work,
you good.
And do my job, whatever, I'm going home.
Right.
Because it's just for a paycheck. I'm literally doing this stuff for another goal. You know what I'm saying? The money is just I need your money to make my goal happen.
Right.
Just like you need my work to make your goal happen.
Right.
Because that's all we're doing, is making another man's money.
Yeah.
That's all we're really doing.
Right. I mean, until you find your own way of making bread, then you're just working for somebody else. You know what I mean?
That's all we're doing.
Like,
you know how many jobs I've been in, and they say, "Oh, this is a family, this and that," and then they fire you the next day.
I left a job because they told me that, like, it's they said Andrew, I need you to be more like family. I need you to find out about these people's lives. Like, keep in mind, all the employees may work 2 days a week for like 4 hours. Like at most, someone worked 8 hours a week. You know what I mean? So and it made no sense whatsoever. Like, no,
like we're not family.
No, I make the money. I get the money in here. You know what I mean? We keep bumping.
I can tolerate you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's easy, but we're not family.
Guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm not going to pick at you. You know what I mean? But I don't need to know every detail. That don't make no sense. That made no sense.
At all, bro. And I'm just really just trying to get out of the place I'm at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I let them know something about that.
Yeah, we're going to have a drink when you leave that.
Bruh. For real.
Started off wrong.
Man, but anyway. But I don't know if you guys can see the cup I got in front of me today. It's last week we had like this memorial service for the people who passed away last year, and it's got my grandmother and my 2 cousins on there, and it's facing my little cousin, my first cousin, who passed away in a car accident last year, and she was actually working on some artwork for the podcast.
Okay.
And I still got our last text, stuff like that. And, when we had that, I'm like, man, I got to have this over here just to let, baby girl, you still a part of this growth here,
Hell yeah.
So you hearing speech, it's like, when I look at it, it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What am I going hard for right now?
Right.
What am I on time for right now?
That's not even good at it.
Yeah, but you got sometimes you got that to get things in perspective.
Yeah. I mean, what is a plan? What is a plan but a later adjustment that has to be made? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You always gonna plan. There's always gonna be adjustments to a plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it can't work. Just means that consistency might need to be strong, my G.
Yeah. Consistency.
Yeah. I mean, because you could talk a good game. And there's a lot of people that's up there that's mouth pimps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of those. But there's real pimps actually make things happen. I'm not saying that pimping is a profession you choose. I'm just saying that in comparison. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people can talk that good shit, but eventually your actions will show who you are.
And,
that's what anything.
Do you think you said pimp?
Yeah.
I kind of see work as that. Like, we had a manager supervisor that's putting us all in these places.
Bro, okay.
And you gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
So every job, there's a pimp in every job, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's someone who, once again, sets the tone, who put everything in places to where it needs to be. So, I mean, like, lawyers need clients, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're pimping somebody. Doctors need sick people.
Yeah.
You're definitely pimping.
We all getting pimped.
But the government needs citizens. Like, I mean, like, so think about that, G. We hoes to the government.
Yes. I ain't even down until you just said it right now. I really didn't look at it like that until right now. Like, we all getting pimped.
Yes. It ties to everything is a hustle. You know what I mean? Use that same general rule. Lawyers need clients.
Yeah, lawyers need clients, yeah. And my job need my ass out there on that.
You know what I mean?
On that floor, telling my ass to get to work, stop talking, make that money.
Get hustle a hustle. I mean, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Strong words.
Bruh, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, man. Peace and love. Huh?
Yeah. But man, that's what that cup is representing. And it's just like, I was thinking about like my mental health and stuff like that when I see things like that, what happened to my family, stuff like that. And I was thinking about the Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka with mental health, and
hell yeah.
I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Simone Biles just stepped away because she had mental problems.
Right.
And you could tell, dude, I don't know if you watch it, but when I was watching her flip and stuff like that, you could see on her face, she just wasn't into it.
Think about the amount of pressure she has on her shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, all these people out here, like, getting upset with her.
Yeah.
But right. But she's been holding down for how long? Like, she's representing her country to the fullest, more than any of these motherfuckers that's talking shit ever will.
She gets points off her attempts because her attempts are so hard, and then they had to change the rules on her like that.
Right.
They changed the rules because she was doing that good. What is that? You know what I'm saying?
Right, because they love you when you're doing for them.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got to do for yourself, they sit back and just throw negative stuff at you. Like what happened to the stuff that I've done? Like, so it's all about the current. So as long as I keep doing what you want me to do, we're good.
And everybody is not 100% every time. It's like I done played sports to where, I can have a good game, and then the very next game I can't hit a shot. I can't catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it happens like that. And now you mentally messed up.
Right. I mean, if we really want to be treated equals, because if you think about it, a lot of like black people are very they love you as long as you're doing what they feel like you need to be doing.
Yeah,
be great at that, but do it for me.
Yeah.
It's not about you can't have a self journey. You can't have like a self evaluation of yourself on their time.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
It's fucked up, man.
And what people don't understand, like they talk about her like, well, this is what she signed up for. She knew that this comes along with it, but they don't understand, like, this girl, it's not like me, like, and me and you, like, we were born and pretty much with our right minds and stuff like that. But she had a mental issue.
Right.
That she had to take, like ADHD, stuff like that, had to take medication. But here's the thing, that the medicine that she take isn't allowed over there. So they had to put her on something else that doesn't have that same effect.
Real.
So now she going through, I don't know, I wouldn't say withdrawals or nothing like that, but, once you take something for so long, it's like without it, your mind, you're doubling back. You don't take one step back, you're taking 2 steps back.
Like picture if your mind was a slip while you doing a super flip in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can land and die.
Yeah. And that's probably going through her head right now. She's like, I'm flipping through the air.
Right. I feel like you have to be super confident at that. Like even the worst person at that sport has to be confident in the fact that they can do that. Like
I think we see gymnastics as such a soft sport, whatever. It's girls flipping and some guys flipping, whatever, this and that. But we don't understand, like, I'd have seen girls like flip and break their leg on land, it's a dangerous.
You can definitely injure yourself. Like you can die. Like it's a very, like you can play a football game and like you may get like a stinger or something.
Yeah.
Paralyze you.
Yeah.
But you can guarantee get paralyzed from falling on your head with all your weight on top of you.
These girls are flipping high.
Athletes, not just girls. Like all of them. Like this is the Olympics is called the Olympics for a reason, because normal motherfuckers can't do what's going down.
Yes.
Like man, come on, man. Respect that, man. Come on, man.
Dude, I posted this video, and did I laugh at it at first? Yes, I did. But it really probably wasn't funny there. So this girl, the beams where they twirl and then they go to the next one and twirl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get they call it uneven bars or something like that.
All right, yeah.
So she was doing her thing, and she was, going around, and then it was time for her to let go and, flip. And she let go and flipped and hit her head on the actual bar.
Yeah, see that shit is funny to us.
Yeah,
who don't get down, you know what I mean? But when you think about it,
that shit could have fucked.
What?
It could have killed her.
Yeah, man. Look at here, man. Respect an Olympian. All right, if Olympians say they can't go for whatever reason they say they can't go, like no, I'm pretty sure like she didn't go there thinking like I'm gonna pull out of here.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
No.
She's a champion. She's the greatest at what she does.
Yes.
So her mind frame is like, let me go get this done. Like it's not a scared like mentality. So if she says, if this person who's better than anyone else says that, I can't do this right now, how can you not just respect? Man, come on, man.
And here's the thing too, for her stepping aside, she's the best, but she realized she can't do it right.
Right.
Now somebody else has a turn to shine.
Right. Her best friend, like I saw the semifinals. Like her best friend.
Was it like the Asian chick? Or?
I think she's like a light skin.
Oh, the other light skin chick. Yeah.
Like
she did good.
Let's step up. You know what I mean? Like, but she's young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's super old. But like, why? Here's the question now, moving forward. Why would I come back to you who don't appreciate me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like me stepping away for my health benefit, for my health.
Yeah, health.
And you are putting me down. Why would I come back for you?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because I'm the greatest at what I've done. I've made a significant amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And who I am as a person can get me to more places.
Yeah.
Why do I come back to you? Why do I come back to represent you people?
Yeah.
So get your kids. You know what I mean? Raise your kids up to go through this type of training and regimens that their whole life.
And most of them who talking noise can't do a cartwheel.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? I know I can't flip like that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
What I'm going to talk shit for? I can't flip. I can't do a front flip, whatever. Right. None of that shit.
And people really aren't hold accountable. People have to understand that. That's what power is about. That's what power and getting to a certain point of life is about. Like, you can get to a point where you can just deny all accountability for the shit you say, do. You know what I mean? Because these people aren't like they're not super high, but they're not average Joes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they control a part of something, and they feel like they're okay saying whatever the fuck they want to say.
And to that too, also, because you ever hear people say, you know, well, Michael Jordan, they bring up old athletes that didn't have to, they would have went through this, they could have, mentally strong, this and that. But also, those guys didn't have the cameras on the social media level of
it. Yeah, like social media takes a whole new game.
Everybody can look at you, see you, and just talk about you. When the other people from the past, all they had was a newspaper they can look at or not. They had Sports Center coming on once a day. They wasn't around it.
It's just the fact that, like, with social media, they miss nothing.
Yeah. Keep going.
I wonder who that is. Who is it? Oh, look who it is.
Yeah. Where we at? Social media?
Yeah. You miss nothing. Social media shows everything. I mean, it talks about everything. Anyone can say anything. Everyone becomes a newscaster.
Yes.
You know what I mean,
it gives
everyone
people
feel like their opinion matters.
Yeah, they get brave. They get brave. From sitting at home in front of their computer, they get fucking brave.
You know what it is? It's not even, like, brave is one thing, but I think everyone gets logical in their own way. Like, everyone comes up with some type of notion that makes sense to them. And so now everyone can speak it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really what, like, I be feeling for, like, KD. Like, I fucks with KD. I respect KD. I like where KD comes from.
They hate on KD so much, and I'm like, they call him thin skinned and all that stuff. It's like, since when you don't have a right to defend yourself?
Exactly. Why can't I respond?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you have the right to, you can say what you want to say to me.
But I can't respond.
I can't respond?
Like, no. In no world does that matter.
Like, am I threatening you? Like, or am I threatening you, or you just choosing to feel threatened?
Right.
Because there's a difference. And like, you can see KD's response to things. He just be like, yo, he just saying, like, yo, like, he's taking part in the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's talking about what you're talking about. Same subject matter.
Yeah.
You just don't like the fact that KD's saying it. And those people that have their opinions, like, KD shouldn't say that.
Why?
I don't care.
Because he's a basketball player. He makes millions of dollars. He's a human being.
Straight up. He has a brain like anyone else. He can think and process, and obviously he can do something. Like, his brain was smart enough to get him to a point where he's a legend in an NBA.
Yeah, and also, like we said before, he has his right mind.
Right.
Simone Biles is on medication, so she can't. Her mind is on a different level.
But even if she wasn't, like even if she wasn't on medication, like, she has represented for so long, and she's the best at what she does. She earns the right to say, I need to take a break. Like the past is one thing. Like, who cares? Like, she's done so much for this country.
Yeah.
She's earned and deserves the right to be, hey, if I'm not right now, okay.
Yeah.
And we should all be like, we understand. We appreciate you doing everything you've done.
Yeah, of course. You got to appreciate that.
If you never flip again.
You flipped enough.
What?
You flipped enough.
Straight up. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. That's and same thing for Naomi Osaka and whoever else is going through. Like, I remember you said that, it always stuck with me. You said a few episodes ago, like, saying that we don't give a fuck, or, you know what I'm saying? We say things that are lies.
Yeah.
Well, like, even when we say, if somebody asks you how you doing, oh, I'm good, I'm this and that, and you're not.
Right. It could be the biggest fucking lie. Like, but we have to lie because it's for everyone else.
And she did it for herself.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think more and more people are going to go that route.
Yeah. Yes, because at some point in time, you got to choose you. You know what I mean? Especially on that stage, because I think nowadays people, once again, with social media and all the opinions flying around, people understand who values them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because everybody wants to change. Everybody wants generational wealth, right? That's the goal of most, like, athletes in general. You know what I mean? So if that's the goal, and I can accomplish that, and I'm smart enough to do other things. I'm just still doing this because, one, it's my passion.
Yeah.
And two, people see value in me doing this. If it's like Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't feel like he was valued in his organization.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why he's like, Dale, that's the problem I have. You know what I mean? It's like I've accomplished wealth. I have the intelligence to do what I need to do with wealth.
Right.
So now I'm not feeling value. And I can stop if I'm not feeling value.
Yeah.
And everyone has the opportunity now to notice like how much they're appreciated. Like people what they're saying nowadays, give them their flowers while they're here.
Right.
I mean, that should be an everyday like that's how you should view people in general. Like people who mean something, you should appreciate them.
Man, I remember one of my last times like going to church. I remember the pastor said something that was like, you know, he said, you should always appreciate good people.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them, you know, let them know you appreciate them if they're good people. And I try to live my life like that.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like I said, man, I say peace and love once again, not just for the person I'm talking to, but for myself, just to remind myself, you know what I mean? Like everything is a decision. You know what I mean? When it boils down to it, everything is a decision. And the path of decisions you lay before yourself is a journey you're going to walk.
You got to learn how to stick with decisions you make.
Hell, consistency is...
Or own the decision you make. Even if it's a bad decision, you got to own it.
Yeah, because it's yours. You know what I mean? Like I understand there's things that lead up to it, right? But at some point in time, in any event, there is something that's your fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you went hang out with your cousin who you know do bad things, and then the police kicking the door there, and you go to jail. Yeah, you can blame your cousin, but you still
knew what was going on.
Right.
You chose to be there. Yeah,
right. You was there that Friday. Why you wasn't there last Friday?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're exactly right. Yeah, because you knew exactly what was going on when you went there, and you know what could happen.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try to make my analogies a little less hood. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Hey, imagine you in a drive-by, right? You knew.
You can go a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tommy went and played tennis and at the tennis court.
Hey, for everyone else, imagine, you know, you're in class and you didn't do your homework. You know, now you have a test.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But then again, that shit feel corny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
but all of it's reality though.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're in class or in the hood, wherever you're at in the podcast, it is all reality.
Straight up, it all affects. You know what I mean? Decisions affect it all.
Yes, April. Decisions to be late. You gonna come over here or what?
Bring it on in.
Come on.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Told y'all it was three of us.
Speaking of decisions.
What's up?
I went and had some food after the podcast last Sunday.
Yeah, you was gone out of it because she had said she was hungry, then she didn't even talk. She flew out here.
Super dip.
They gave me regular bread instead of gluten-free bread. And it's been a struggle all week. I've been on the struggle bus.
Oh, not the gluten again. The gluten.
What restaurant was this? Let's call them out right now. Gluten serving ass
Papa's. I'm not gonna call
and
them out because it was an accident.
Nah, that wasn't no damn accident. They was like, this Karen asked for gluten free. We gonna give her
that damn gluten.
No, I took and I only got like a chunk out of the bread because I was like, man, this don't look like my bread. I mean, it's close, but so I took a chunk out of it, and as soon as I ate it, I was like, this is way too good. Because it's not like
this is way too good.
Wait, what?
Because it takes like 15 minutes to kick in. So there's only been like one thing that I've had that like acts super fast, and that's beer. It'll make my like lips tingle.
Yeah.
But like the bread and stuff, it doesn't affect. It takes like 15 minutes for my body to realize, hey, it's an allergen. But so I ate it.
Okay. We got our white viewers going in. Hey, look at all the white viewers coming in now.
We're gonna push on from gluten. We're gonna push on from gluten, not this time.
So I've got a really good question.
What's up?
What is your definition of love?
Of love?
It's changed so many times.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know really what love is.
Like what does it look like to you?
Like you talking about like I guess relationships or I guess it would be the only thing you'd be talking about.
No, just love.
No, I mean
I don't know about love. I can do love.
Just love in general.
Right. How you feel? Like I feel like I picture what I think love is I thought at one point in time it was all about loyalty. You know what I mean?
See, that's where
And then I thought it was about respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I thought it was about respect and loyalty. Then I thought it was about caring. You know what I mean? Someone who.
Do you guys actually know what the definition of love is?
I think everyone should.
In the dictionary?
No, I do not.
The more you know with April.
Y'all asking April?
It just means to have like a deep affection for somebody.
That's it?
That's the definition.
All right. So what you're telling me is that,
or to really like something is the other definition.
So we as human beings have fucked up love.
Maybe that's what it sounds.
That's the thing.
That's the way it sounds.
Right. So if we take it by the definition, I think that's very capable of doing.
Yeah.
I think that's extremely capable of every human being doing. You know what I mean?
Having deep affection.
So,
but it's one of those things like the word fuck, where it has many, many, many definitions and people use it in many different ways.
Yeah, it's because humans have fucked it up. If you go by just the definition of love, that's dope. You know what I mean? What's the definition again?
Yeah.
To have deep affection.
So that's just like an emotion. It's just emotional. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Like it's understood that this is how you're supposed to feel about another person. Dope. We don't fucking do that.
We try to like give the moon and the stars.
Your actions matter. Everything. You know. Like, come on, man. That would be so
So basically, you can cheat on your girl as long as you still love her. You know, still have affection for her.
No. See, if we took love for what it, if we took love for what it really was, if we took love for what it really was, there would be no need for relationships. Like
keep going.
The journey itself would be your tie. Like people say they tied to each other.
Yeah.
You would just choose that person because what's the definition of love again?
Deep affection for someone.
Right. And you choose to give that deep affection, the deepest affection to that person. So it wouldn't be no need for paperwork.
Oh. Yeah.
If we went by like what love actually is.
That's true.
Right. Once again,
the paperwork, the paperwork ain't for us. It's for the government.
Well, exactly. That's why, because we as people have fucked up love. Because if everyone lived by the law of love, and what's the definition of love again?
Deep affection.
Deep affection. If everybody went by that, like that basis, that was fucking law. The government wouldn't think the way it thinks.
What is love, like Greek or some shit?
I don't know what it's
Latin.
It's probably
I don't know what the origin of it is.
But
more.
And more.
But yeah.
But what does it mean to you in a relationship? Let's just say.
I think love is, I hate to be so cheesy, but it's a journey. And the reason I call it a journey is because things change. You know what I mean? A journey.
Right.
Like the people you've known up to age 7, you know what I mean, may differ when you get to 8 and you find out there's more value in this. You know what I mean? Your values change. You know what I mean? The people around you change. So therefore, the definition of love changes. You know what I mean? Like, love becomes situational. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, I can appreciate somebody. Don't mean I gotta love them. You know what I mean? But I like the definition of love.
Yeah. I never knew that. I never even.
Yeah, I'm stuck on that. 'Cause that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck. Like, that's something that every human being is capable of. Animals are.
Yeah, you come in late, you better bring shit like that.
Yeah. That love. Yeah, that's dope.
But so I always picture love as just, I picture this actions, you know? Like, I do things for you.
Yeah.
I treat you kind. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you good. I make sure you good.
Right.
You know?
Like I know love is by definition supposed to be a feeling.
Yeah.
It becomes more of a decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I think that's what, once again, human beings fucked up what love is. Well, somebody knew what love was because they wrote it in the Webster.
Yeah, somebody. Whoever came up with
somebody knew some shit.
I wonder who came up with that shit.
Who fucking invented love?
Socrates. Socrates wouldn't have invented love.
Nah, he ain't bringing that love your way.
Nah, he ain't. Yeah. I don't know who it was.
You got some logical shit kicking in your head.
I don't know.
Well, since y'all aren't going to really say how you think it is.
That's what I think it is, though.
What you got?
For me, it's... like for my children, it's unconditional. It doesn't matter what they do, how they act, how mean they are,
but you're guessing
how
at
sweet
that.
they are.
You're guessing at that.
I will always love them.
Right.
And support them.
Mm-hmm.
For a partnership, to me, it's always being there for them. at least mentally, at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Holding their hand when they have anxiety and you're in a group of people and they're freaking out internally.
Yeah.
But no one else does.
Is this like a personal situation that happened?
Like,
that's
I'm
specific.
I'm saying this is.
I'm waiting till she finished. I don't want to interrupt her.
Okay.
But everything you're saying is a bunch of decisions.
Correct.
Right. So to you, love is a bunch of decisions.
But that's why I liked the question, is because for everyone it means something a little bit different.
Right.
Do you think that we should go really just keep it
for a lot
dictionary
of people? It's
meaning?
Loyalty.
Yeah.
And loyalty has nothing to do with the definition.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. You can cheat on us, you can still love us.
because people are saying like their reasoning for loving, they're taking emotions and making it their reason for decisions. You know what I mean? Like
right.
That's what we're doing. That's why I'm saying people have fucked up the definition of love, because it wouldn't have to be that. You know what I mean? It would simply be because I feel deep. What's it again?
Deep affection.
Yeah, I'm never gonna remember that, by the way. Like, never.
But why did you say when she was saying like no matter what her kids does and no matter what's going on? You said she was guessing.
You're guessing.
Just because you don't know what they're gonna do in the future?
Exactly. Once again, because love.
Because if they murder somebody.
Because love changes. Like you can guess that I'm always gonna love you in the term of love. Like by definition, yes. Like I will always have deep affections for you, right?
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
Look at me catching. You know what I mean? I'll always have deep affection for you.
Right.
Right. By definition, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna love you by decision. You know what I mean? So you guessing that you're still gonna feel that same way. But
yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I like that.
Because like I said, like love changes. You know what I mean? Your value of what you have in your life changes.
Right.
So by definition, love has to change because you use it as a decision.
So like you can have deep affection right now, but until they do something like in the future where you just can't forgive, you can't have deep affection no more.
I mean, it can be a bunch of small things that build up.
I think that's where a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I'm not in love with them anymore."
Word, yeah, right, right, because they're backing out of the decision. Like
yeah,
you can still have the general root of what love is.
But when you have because deep affection is still emotion, right?
It's still an emotion.
Yeah, it's all emotion. It's all emotion.
Is it emotion like? Can you really choose to have an emotion, or does the emotion just come?
I think
you can choose to pretend to have an emotion, but your real emotion, can you really just decide to be like that?
The only time you are naturally all emotion is when you're a baby.
It just comes through experience and everything else in life.
Yeah, but
it's impossible when you get to a point of adulthood to just all emotion.
You can choose to be an asshole if you want to,
right?
But but your emotion that you're really feeling is hurt, but you come across as a dick.
Exactly, because the only time in your life you want to have, the only time you was ever 100% like in tap with your real emotions and displayed your real emotions and live life by your real emotions is when you were a child.
Yeah.
But as humans, we fuck it up. Like I say, we teach, and once we teach, all we teaching is decisions. Like, don't do that. Do this, do that. No, yes. Like everything we learn is decisions. Right, so of course, everything that makes us the natural form is going to be changed into a process. Like everything is a thought now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything turns into decisions. So it's hard to be
I feel like what you're saying though is like super common sense.
I feel like it is.
Yeah. It is super common sense, but a lot of people common sense ain't
so common. You know what I mean? I ain't so common. You know what I mean? 100. Straight up.
But yeah. Sometimes the simplest things are the hardest to see.
Right.
The things that are right in front of your face are the hardest to see. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, it sounds like common sense, but people, we over complicate a lot of things as human beings.
You don't have
I do it. We all do it.
You don't have to lose your eyes to be blind to something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I think a lot of things.
Speaking of which, see it and have no sight. That love makes you blind?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
But once again, but.
Or do you think it's lust?
Nah. I mean, maybe
lust can make you blind too. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get that, yeah.
But I mean, I think love is even more
emotions
dangerous.
Can make you blind.
Right. That's pretty much general.
You know?
But I think love is more dangerous because you put it on a higher pedestal. You know what I mean? Than fucking. Like when it comes to fucking, you don't give a fuck. You can feel some type of way, but eventually that won't mean as much. You know what I mean? Because that was fucking.
Yeah,
but like
because you can have lust and fuck, and then they get to the moment you like, man, I don't really want this chick.
Right.
You know?
And when you love, you fucking make decisions on people. When you make decisions on people, that gives them more value. You know what I mean? And no one wants to fuck up the value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you fuck up the value, you fuck up the love.
What you think, April?
I think that control's an illusion that people think that they have. They try to be controlling in love, controlling in relationships, and that just will never work.
Okay, so controlling is an illusion that people think they have, but who's giving them that illusion?
Right, like who's the
person that
typically themselves?
Well, they know because they're obviously trying to control someone who's been letting them get away with a lot of things.
Right.
So that's where their illusion is really coming from. The person who
thinks that they're being controlled.
Yeah.
That's the person that has the biggest illusion.
Right.
Because the person who is making them feel like they're being controlled is the person who is the illusionist. You know what I mean? That's the person who's doing the magic.
Right. But I think it starts out slow.
So
slow that you don't even pick it up right away.
Like my boss, like a couple weeks ago, he's supposed to be my boss, tell me what to do. I do it, right? It's supposed to be. But like one time I told him I'm leaving early, and he had to bring some stuff late. I said, I'm leaving early. Like, this ain't happening right now. Yeah. I told him, and you know what he said? Yeah, no, you're going to leave on time, this and this and that. Where was the control at? I control that shit.
Right.
But he's a supervisor.
Right.
But there's still a lot of people in their head that they're like, oh, this is my boss, I can't say anything. Okay. And they feel like they're being controlled.
But you know how we're talking about
But then again, emotions.
But you know how we talk about the common sense part of that, right? So let's break it down to the simplicity. The simplicity is that whatever you decide to do is your decision. All right? Like if you tell yourself that you are being controlled by this person and you can't do whatever you want to do, the simplest reason is because you're choosing to live that life. Like unless something is like threatening your life, unless you're like shackled to something or like some reason that definitively holds you back from doing what you want to do. Yeah. You have to be making a choice not to do what you're doing. If you're in a bad relationship, that's because you're choosing to be in one. If you fucking
bullshit,
if you can't ride a bike and you try to ride a bike and you keep falling off, you are choosing to fall until you learn.
It's called mental abuse, though. I mean, people are good at
But you just said controlling is an illusion.
But we're talking about the simplicity, like if we want to talk about
breaking it all the way down to how simple it is,
as the smallest part of it. Like when we talk about what it is, like mental,
love,
love is mental abuse. Like I do agree with that. If we want to talk about it on a bigger platform,
I was talking about love. I was talking about being controlled by somebody mentally.
Yeah, okay. But mental abuse is a real thing in love. But once again, you choose to stick in for the mental abuse too. Like if
there are women that leave that situation and women that stay. I don't know. Of course, everybody has their own situation.
Right.
But if
gonna be the one.
If I see somebody doing if I see somebody who's done something that seems like impossible and I've seen them do it, now I feel like I can do it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Sigmund Freud shit. Even if before you seen that person do that shit, you could have still felt like you could have done that shit because that person believed they could have done that shit.
True.
You know what I mean? Like you go off of the belief that person has, that conviction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before the action's even done.
Mm-hmm. You know what Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
All right. Well, then let me ask y'all another way. What are the things that make you feel loved?
Value.
For me, loyalty is definitely like at the top of the list because I'm big on loyalty.
Right.
Like if there's an issue in a relationship, you better let me know something.
100.
Don't just go out there throwing that ass around.
But that's
or don't
honesty.
Ever, huh?
That's honesty.
Yeah, honesty. But the loyalty is just going out there and
always be about me. Like I'm about you, be about me.
Yeah. And that's just have my back. And also loyalty is also telling you when you fucking up.
Yeah, 100.
It's all just like you just said, the perfect way. Be about me like I'm about you.
Right. You see me fucking up, care about that.
Anything else? I don't I guess because I've been in so much unloyalty shit that loyalty is all I can see right now. Pretty sure it's more. If I think about it.
But I feel like I know where you're going.
Okay, so then what would be a healthy one for you?
Hold on, what was you gonna say?
I feel like I know where you're going. I think all of it's gonna be like stuff that builds up into value. I think it all goes into value, like loyalty, trust, honesty,
morals.
You know what I mean? Like your morals, everything. It all goes into value. Like value. People place value on like who the people around them.
Right.
That's why you talk to some friends more than other friends. You know what I mean? It's the reason why you married this girl but didn't marry this girl.
Yeah.
Or married this man but didn't marry this man. Know what I mean? And I hate to get hood again.
They say the top 5 people you hang around the most, if you were to sum them all up, that typically ends up being closer to your personality.
Probably. Yeah.
That's why you always want to keep your top 5.
Yeah, I got my team.
Pretty good.
And if I think about it, yeah.
I mean, I really don't have a top more than except for number 1. There's always a number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything else is pretty much on the same axle. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have one best man. Well, if you go about regular, it's like if you got married, you have one best man.
I mean, it could be family members too.
Yeah,
just the top 5 people that you talk to the most.
People that you value the most.
Right.
Like these people who have the most value to you.
Which are probably people you love.
Right. That's what love is. Love is a bunch of decisions.
Deep affection for my boy? Yo, pause, man. Just joke.
I think I have the definition for love from the other perspective. Like we know what the real is.
Yeah.
But what people tell themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So love is a bunch of decisions that another person makes that you see happen that creates value of that person in your life, and you call it love. I think that's what we call love.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that.
But the true definition, as we all know, is what again?
Deep affection.
Deep affection. But we take it as humans, fuck it up, and we take it to the point of like love is value. The value in the person
that we choose to put on them.
Right. From their decisions in life. You know what I mean? Like
and this is why it's so important that when people get together, people just like get together, usually starts out with lust, that you communicate at the very beginning. And I mean like real communication that says, hey, these are my expectations.
Right.
This is how I see love.
Right. Like you're talking relationship. But remember in the beginning, we talk about love in general. It's not, we're not talking about a situation.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question, like, what are we talking about?
Right. Like, we're not talking about a situational thing. That's situational. You know what I mean? Like in relationships. But just love like for your kids, like for any person, a human being, for a dog, whatever it is. Like you wouldn't love your animal as much as you do if your animal wasn't an animal, didn't act the way it acts. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You see value in that dog. Like if that dog bit you every fucking time, you wouldn't see no value in that dog and you get rid of that fucking dog.
Yeah.
But this dog loves you. It comes around and kisses your feet, like licks on your fucking hand and shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to Sammy.
Right.
My dog Sammy. Yeah. I always come up in here.
Straight up, man. That's what we put love as. Like my dog loves me because it listens.
Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
I don't have one. But my dog, shout out to Nina, rest in peace.
Sammy?
So's mine.
Yeah.
What's up?
What? Y'all both like that song? I like
the way you look at me.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Sammy, man.
Yeah, Sammy. Yeah, Sammy was back in the day. Yeah, young Sammy, little Sammy was singing.
Man, that was dope.
He about 30-something right now.
Yeah, he gotta be at least.
Yeah, he about down at 40.
Damn. Yeah, Sammy went hard though.
So what was what does it look like to you?
What?
Love.
Okay, so. Which one here, like relationships or family? Like let's break it down to different types of love.
I think she want
So you want relationships?
Whatever you want to tell me about.
Because let's say family. Because we talk
sexual.
When we talk about love, it's relationships. Family. We talk about love for our parents,
right?
Our siblings, our children, and it's all different types of love.
But I feel like when we start off with like what's the definition of love, like we have to go on a big platform. It can't just be something small on a particular part, because if you ask for the definition, then we're talking about the definition.
Yeah,
Like,
but
so
I think as
what
humans, we don't.
But
We already know we don't go with the definition of
fuck
love.
no, we don't.
But we also have
But I
different
already asked him what it
types
looks
of love.
like to him, not the
Like
definition.
the love, like my biggest loves right now is like when I see my nieces. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like,
oh, what is you? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what my heart is like. You know what I'm saying? Melts at. You know,
Word.
over anything else.
That's what gets you.
Yeah.
So they're
But I don't
basically
really.
like
It's not
kids
really a
for you.
description with that. It's just with that. It's really just the feeling of them. It's hard to describe. You know what I'm saying?
I think the most people that you love are the ones you value without any actions needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my nieces and my nephews, people like they don't have to do anything at all
Yeah.
for me to give love.
Yes.
Because that's how valued they are.
Like I can put descriptions on women and everything else.
People
but
you choose to be in your life.
Yeah.
You didn't choose for your niece, nephews, cousins.
Nah.
You didn't even choose your parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you chose to make a kid. That's why with kids, I understand. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like you do the best you can, and the motherfuckers just still can't get right.
Like what she was saying, you know, whatever her kids do, whatever, she's still gonna love them. Like you see people on the news. I've seen people, parents on the news that their kids murdered somebody and they turned them in.
Right.
The love was still there.
Straight up. Like
but they still had to.
The definition of love is there.
It's there. The definition of love is there.
I straight up have told my children, I will always love you.
Until
but if you
the
rape
end of time.
or molest, if you rape anybody or molest somebody, I don't care.
You always told your kids this?
I have always said that.
Time out.
Like, I don't expect to see me at your court hearing. Like, I'm not that kind of mom.
Now you flipped this man out right now. You always told your kids.
Baby, fucking.
I'm talking about. I told him this like
7 months.
5 years old. Look, baby. If you ever.
No. You rape,
like when they got.
Baby, do not touch.
No, when they got older and they understood all that.
Right.
Holy shit.
But they know that, like, even a murder, you know, depending on the situation.
Hey, baby, you had to kill a nigga. You had to kill a nigga.
I mean, once again, like, it's the value. It's about the value. Like you can love your kid until your kid makes you have to see less value in them. You know what I mean? And once again, that's why I say it's all about the other person's actions. Like that's what the other person's action creates the love you have for them. The ones that that you just automatically love that has value. Like it's up to them to keep that. Like like your nieces, nephews, kids, you know, and shit like that. Like you have this unforeseen value that no one else gets. You know what I mean? Like no one else that I meet gets this like unadulterated like fucking value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody else gets that.
Right. I assume all the honesty, loyalty, trust, like all that stuff that I think makes a great person, you automatically get that value.
Yeah. Facts.
Right. And you can over time fuck that up. You know what I mean? And that's that type of like relationship, I guess. But you have other people who have to earn the value. And those people hurt you because they faked you for so long and you thought they earned so much value.
Yes.
Trying to find out they wasn't shit.
Yeah.
I also feel like, everything's choice. Yeah. But I still think people make mistakes.
Well, yeah.
And part of love should be forgiveness.
I mean, but that's you deciding to
forget what that is.
Exactly.
Right.
You're deciding what makes up that forgiveness part.
The whole thing about love is that, like, I'm glad you brought up the book definition of it, because the book and how humans treat deal with love is so different. It's 100% different.
Wrong, man. And that's why religion is so big, because religion is the story of how it was done right. You know what I mean? Like in a world where no one can do it, the story about how someone did it.
Like Jesus, you know, he died for all our sins. He don't know everything personally. I don't know you personally, but I'm gonna die for you.
Right. Think about how powerful religion is. No one.
But it was a decision, though.
You know what I'm talking about? No one can tell you for sure like this actually happened. You know, like it can't. No one's allowed to tell you. No one will ever be allowed to tell you because we have embraced it so long. You know what I mean? Maybe in the beginning, I think maybe people who really who love their religion, they feel to believe that in the beginning, all the research, all was done then. You know what I mean? So like if they did it like in year 1, 2.
Yeah.
Well, think about
50.
when people are like, are asked to be saved. They're like, do you want unconditional love? Do you want somebody that will never stop loving you? Like, I remember them saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
To a certain point, I can see. Yeah.
And what does everybody want? Everybody
love.
fucking wants unconditional
Well, he's supposed
love.
to unconditional love us already, so it's like.
No, I don't.
But when you're
like
younger,
he didn't already die for me.
So unconditional love is something that I feel to believe goes along fairy tale shit, and only people that really want unconditional love is people who don't really want love at all. Because
what?
Yeah, dig me on this.
Go ahead.
Dig me on this. The only people who really want unconditional love is people who don't want love at all. Because to say that to say that you want somebody to take it, I'm gonna love you unconditionally, is bullshit. Now you may want somebody who will never hit you. You may want somebody who always treat you right. You want somebody who will think about you before this, whatever. But unconditional, because there's times where it's gonna feel like it's too hard. And people who understand that unconditional love isn't a real thing are willing to work for the most they can get out of love.
Yeah, what she just said right now. You want unconditional love, get saved, but unconditional love is still a condition. You have to get saved.
Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's still a condition.
Right. But people don't see it as that.
Yeah.
All they're hearing is, do you want unconditional love? Do you want to be loved for the rest of your life? Do you want to know that someone is always
right.
there with
and people don't understand. Like, people don't listen to
and
that.
They're
it's
like, yes.
Yeah.
And then they get deep into religion and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
man, this didn't turn out.
The way I thought it would.
I don't feel loved.
It's because unconditional love isn't real. The people who really into their religion has made decisions. You know what I mean? They feel their faith. And what faith is, like believing in what's unseen. You know what I mean? Their faith is super strong in their religion. You know what I mean? And that's why religion is the way it is.
So
Unconditional love is,
by definition, that be like an emotion as well?
Yeah, I mean, life is emotional type of decisions.
Since
right? No.
Love
okay,
is having an emotion.
I'm not saying emotions don't exist. You can have emotions, but unless you're a baby, I'm pretty much sure your emotions are tied to a decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you're talking about. Like, cause emotions are real. You cannot control emotions. It's gonna happen, but you can make decisions.
Right.
That from emotions.
Everyone, you can have emotions. Like I'm not doubting that whatsoever. You can have emotions. Emotions are a real thing, but what makes your life is your choices. You know what I mean? Like your response is more important than your initial.
Dude, every day I don't want to go to work. I emotionally hate that shit, but the decision is to go to fucking work.
Right, your response to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I wake up cussing every day. Like my first words is like, man, fuck, shit. I'm just waking up, yawning that shit.
The response matters more, baby. It's all about the response. It's like chicken or the egg. No, what's more important? Is it the response or the situation?
The response.
In my life, how you respond to a situation is usually what makes.
That's why we have the things that we have today. It was a situation, and people responded to situation. That's why we have cars. That's why we have these chairs, situation. That's why we have podcasts, because it was a situation when people want their voices heard, and somebody created that.
And before, if you go back to the first fucking situation, or somebody made a decision that created a situation, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. A decision's in everything. It really is.
It was good. That was a good little topic right there.
Oh yeah, we bringing it today.
Yeah, we bringing
fired up.
It's so important to not react in situations like just in everything in life. But to me, it's always better to think about it for a second. So you're not.
You talking about like react right away?
So you're not basing it all on emotion.
Like when you fighting, they always say you can't really just fight without emotion, because when you get hit right this and you just want to swing crazy wild like this, that's when you get knocked the fuck out.
But I'll have you say fighting, because the thing about fighting is muscle memory. What people what we got to realize is that decisions are muscle memory too. Like you over time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like over
he
time.
debunked the muscle memory.
We ain't going with that.
right. Okay, but
we ain't I know what you mean. I'm on your page. We on the same page. We on the same page.
The idea of muscle memory.
I know. I just had to bring that up.
We on the same page.
Yeah. But you know, that through that journey, you repetitive. You know what I mean? Like you just automatically, you know, respond to certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had to learn to be that every day, not to get emotional.
Right.
Not, sometimes, sometimes when I make a decision, sometimes you can overthink things, but just stay calm and just, what's the best way to handle it?
Breathe, my brother, breathe. Right.
How hard would y'all say that you have to fight, like, say at a normal 9-to-5 job, you have to fight your emotions?
100%.
I constantly
from
have
clock
to tell
in to clock out.
I have to constantly tell myself from 9-to-5s, like, this is.
I've got to go to a dark place. I'm not lying to you. I'm in a place where I'm just in a dark.
I feel like I need to be a robot, and that's the only way I can survive.
The goal is to be on cruise mode,
and that annoys me. That's how I feel sometimes when I go to work, like a fucking zombie, like a robot, and that annoys me. Yeah, it annoys me so much.
Yeah.
Because you're not being you.
I'm not being me.
You're authentic you.
Yes.
That's actually what we started off talking about today.
Yeah.
Is it? Yep. Nice.
That's actually, this is what we started talking about.
Sure is.
It was, we done with this?
What?
Love?
This
is one thing I
have to say no because I'm in a relationship. But as far as this conversation.
Conversation.
But you didn't really finish telling me what it looks like to you.
I did.
You said loyalty, like all that.
That's it? I mean, just loyalty?
That's a
head every once in the morning. In the morning when I wake up.
You know what I mean? That's real. You know what I mean?
The
the fickle of it. I think every man can appreciate head without asking.
And that's love.
I think
that's the real unconditional love.
That's fucking value, ladies. I'm just saying,
it's a decision you got to make.
I'm saying from the male perspective, right? Women may feel the same way, on the other end, on the other spectrum. I'm just saying from our perspective, that's some high value shit. You know what I mean? Like you want to get some value.
That unconditional, that 75% unconditional. You better do that.
Tell you, man, if I gotta ask for
you want that deep affection,
right? It's for anything. Like it's like if you cherish money. Like if I had to ask for it, it means more if I get it for nothing. You know, if without asking for it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So think about that, people.
Yeah, and I bet there's a lot of women out there that are like, you want that head every morning? I need my hair done, my nails done.
That's how you get that. That's how you get that.
And that's what I don't respect. That's what I don't fucking respect. I don't respect that shit at all. Time out. Like, don't tell me like you gonna suck my dick if I get your hair done. Like.
No.
You're
misunderstanding.
Oh, I understood everything.
You're saying you want something for nothing.
No. I'm saying that I shouldn't have to ask for something that you want to do because I see more value in
that. Way you get your hair done without asking for it.
Well, if you like a woman's hair done and nails done, she shouldn't have to ask for it.
Okay, that is perfectly fine, but it shouldn't be a condition to the dick. All right, that's all I'm saying. All right, it shouldn't be a condition to me getting head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it should never be that way.
But I'm saying women have
other
things because of obviously we don't want.
Because honestly, if I can get your hair and nails done, I'm gonna do that anyway.
Right. Because I have value in you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the value having. So that's probably be first on the list. I'm probably do that for you first before you even do that.
If that's what you like, I have no problem doing that for you. What I like is head, so you should have no problem doing that for me. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It shouldn't be a fucking. It shouldn't be a fucking
You're
deal.
like a little kid over there, mustache.
It shouldn't be a fucking deal. We ain't playing. Let's make a deal with this.
Cute preaching.
100. When you cut them clips, man, let them know.
But I think that's why a lot of women don't want to do it because they're not getting their needs met.
Oh, they're getting something.
Time. All right. Here's the issue. All right. The issue is that it's not a problem until the situation happens. Like, it's one thing if you just come out and tell somebody, like, what you have an issue with so they can get better with something. You know what I mean? But the problem is that if you want to bring up those type of subjects at what we call emotional times, which is arguing.
Like arguing. Right.
Then, you know what I mean? Like,
it
doesn't hold the same weight as you just come and say, hey, man, let me talk to you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like you have to take some type of, like, accountability. You know what I mean? Of like,
I mean, I'm just saying this is what I hear. I mean,
for what you hear in the streets. Well, listen up, streets. Listen up, motherfucking streets.
That's what you hear on these Facebook streets. I'm saying that because I've heard a lot of my friends say say stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'll give him head every day if he wants. If
look at here, friends.
Who are these whores that are your friends right now?
I ain't even call you whores. I'm gonna call you unrealists. You know what I mean? Like to think to tie value to like because if anything was
hopefully none of my kids or family are listening right now, but
if anything was ever like an emotional thing, it would be fucking. Like if anything close to being like a child again. When it's all about
but
the
even fucking ain't really emotional sometimes. Sometimes that's a feeling. That's like
right, but it's when you let the feeling take over. You know what I mean? It's why you get wet. It's why you hard.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It comes
yeah.
back to that emotional part. So to put a monetized value on that, you know,
you should be doing porn.
Should be
if you want to put some monetized value on it,
because you can get your own motherfucking money and get everything you want.
Yeah.
If you just want,
April, what you guys say? What you guys say?
Yeah.
What you guys say, April?
I'm saying that's that real shit.
April say that ain't it. April say that ain't it.
Yep.
What is it, April? What is it?
That laugh was evil.
What is it?
I just think that men and women are just so different. It's just
we the same.
We the same. Just like
we the same. Like, cause you got women that think the same thing we saying.
It's all about the response.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. I swear to God, it's just as simple. That's what differentiates. Differentiates.
I don't even know what you try. I can't even help you. Bro.
Oh fuck! I got cotton mouth. Ooh, that's what the difference. That's what makes the difference.
This is your mouth
that's
on
what
weed.
Makes the difference. Oh yeah.
That's what you meant.
You know, that's
what he said. What he meant?
Differentiate.
Thank you. That is the word I was striving for. It is, and it's the response that makes a difference. So it's like it's not man versus female.
No, it's people.
It's people.
It's definitely.
But I think a lot of women do hold that like against men when they're upset.
Yeah, I mean, I believe so. I think a lot of, like, from my experience in arguments and especially relationships.
I mean, I enjoy that, but I enjoy that because my partner enjoys it. And I like...
Even when you mad at him?
Yeah.
You're going to suck it like you mad at him. Give it here.
I know he ain't going to be mad anymore.
But what about you, though? But what about you?
We agree on some shit real quick.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely agree with you.
That's the quickest way to win a fucking argument. It really is. Like, it's the quickest way. Like, you just want shit to be over with.
He probably going to take it out on you.
I don't know if nigga want to kill you.
But I have had a partner that's like, no,
yeah,
not right now. I'm mad.
And what guy is he married to now?
Time out. Fuck that. I resent that.
You like that? You would do the same thing?
I resent that because I don't argue fuck. I don't argue fuck. I'm not that guy.
Look, I'm not either, but some head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna stop you from some. I ain't about to stop it. I'm about to say
nah. Doesn't say love than that.
Because at the time, like,
I ain't got to do nothing. You gonna do everything.
See, I'm so selfish when it get to argument. You know why? Because I feel like I try so hard.
Hard-headed, stubborn.
No. Let me tell you why. Real shit. Because I feel like I try not to argue in the first place.
Oh my God, that is so false.
I try to have as logical
You're so argumentative.
She was like bullshit.
So once it gets to an arguing point, I'm just like, yo, how fucking dare this shit be going on right now?
I feel like any woman with you must have like holy patience.
Fuck patience, just be real. I mean,
just to deal with all your arguing.
You know what I mean? Like yo, there's a lot that come along with me, but I feel like there's some great qualities too. Like that, the whole lawyer, like my old lady loved me because she see a lot of value in me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And once again,
she's very good at arguing as well.
Yeah, the problem is the fucking arguing part. Like, I don't want to argue. Like that's the one time I don't want to argue is when I'm with my old lady.
Yeah.
But she see me be so argumentative with other people, so she's kind of become argumentative herself. You know what I mean? So now she feel like, oh, well, because I tend to dominate sometime in conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That presence. So she kind of gets that presence. Feel like she pull that shit with me. You know what I'm talking about? But like, you gotta understand, like, you can do that, but I don't want to argue in this.
Yeah, that's the one person you don't want.
I don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, I get you on that.
You know what I'm talking about? So shit, that shit, man. Look at here.
I get you on that. Woo. Yeah, the one place you want peace is at home.
That's it.
So if you're pissed off at her and she starts giving you head, you're gonna be like, no.
They ain't about to be no giving head nothing. Like because like if you want to give me head, then like when everything was all good,
where was the head at? Yeah.
So I gotta be mad. We gotta go through this argument and all this other bullshit to get to that point where like, hell, babe,
look,
Let me just suck it. No, bitch. Nah.
Look, bro, everything you saying, everything you saying is good.
Like that.
Everything you saying is 100% correct, but at the same time, she gonna suck this dick.
I feel you. I hear what you're saying, B. I ain't never seen him saying that I ain't never gave into it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's a journey. You know what I mean? It's a journey. It's a journey. You know what I mean? It's a journey. It took me a while to get to this point. It took me a while, man. Then look at here, man. At one point in time, I wouldn't turn down. Oh, yes, yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. When you young, you nasty. Like, you don't even think about, like, let me take a shower and shit first. Like, oh, you about to suck my dick? Let's just do this shit right now.
Oh, shit, I just got finished playing basketball. Oh, well.
Fuck it. You know what I mean? You get older, hold up. You start judging the woman.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You really want to suck my dick right now?
Yeah.
I've been just working it out.
Oh, I got another. You just made me think of something. You just made me think of something that I want to discuss.
What's that?
Ashton Kutcher and his wife.
Oh, the no bath?
The no bathing shit?
What the hell?
That's crazy. I'm sorry, but that's that white people shit. I bet
every
every black person will have that response.
What are you talking about?
Every black person, when they first think
hey, hold on. Let me say something.
How is that a white person?
Let me say, hold on.
First of all, how is that a white person thing?
Because just like y'all have
I don't know. I don't have
people,
any friends that do that.
We have, see, that's what white people do. That's what white people do. What we're saying is,
April, you got this. You got this. Y'all got it.
What we're saying is, like, there's if you hear a situation, like if you thought it was stereotypical or not stereotypical, you'd be like, if somebody asks you, okay, Chad, I got it. A kid fell in Mexico, right?
Right.
Is he Mexican or is he white? You would pick one, right?
Yeah.
Right? So when situations happen, you'd be like, who did that? You know what I mean? Like who done that?
The funniest part of this whole thing, I was like, we can't take this race. Because, we all, black people, we all thought the same shit.
Same shit. Like when they talk about snipers and assassins, be like, yeah, we don't think that's black people doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you tell the story,
if a kid, remember when the black kid fell in the zoo with the gorilla? With
the gorilla.
We saw up and down this little white kid.
Thought it was a white baby.
We saw he was black. We was
wasn't for the video.
Hey, I was at the walking my head down like, bro, that's one of the ones that didn't quite, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if you think that's racist, because black people are some of the biggest racists.
Yeah.
Hands down. Yeah. But our racism is so embedded in us that we racist against ourselves.
That's true.
That's so true.
April, you want to clap back at the whole white people shit?
So
we get a lot of stuff where people are like, oh, that's some white people shit. And I'm like,
yeah, y'all do.
No, it ain't. That's it.
But here's the thing. I've been watching these TikTok videos of white people, and they've been talking about the whole bathing thing.
Yeah.
And they was like, how I learned how to bathe? From my black friends. He said, we just use our hand and go.
Soap, right? Like, use a towel?
He said, towel? What is a washcloth?
I got one for you.
But this is white people. I didn't say this. I didn't say it then. But this was the videos on TikTok from white people.
So I got one for you, right? Here you go.
Now, there are a lot of white people that don't wash their hair every day.
But hold on.
But not the body.
Let me give you a situation, right? I'm not going to tell you the race of this person.
Okay.
All right. You're going to tell me what race you think
are we playing a game right now?
Yeah.
Are we playing a game right now?
Okay. So a man's in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
There's an accident in front. They're going to be stuck on the freeway for about 40 minutes. Excuse me. Let's say 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours on the freeway, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man's like, oh, shit. He gets bored. He's on a bridge. He jumps off the bridge into the water, down under it, right?
Because he's bored.
Right, because he's bored. What race do you think that man is?
Hawaiian.
Only a white
Survey
person
said.
Hawaiian. What do you think that man was?
Oh, definitely of the Caucasian race.
Caucasian race, because we feel like white people do the most unexpected, unusual things at unexpected times because you can. You know.
Now here's another one. Guy gets shot by police, hands raised.
Oh,
guess what race is that?
Minority. I'm being nice. I'm not even going to say.
But
my brain immediately goes black.
Exactly.
But let's just say
somebody jumping off the bridge, it would have like
Hawaiian. Who thinks Hawaiian? Like you
10, 15 years. Someone really good at swimming and is around water a lot.
But I see if somebody said like a beach, a surfboard, and some, I would think Hawaiian. But you think a Hawaiian just popping off the freeway jumping? I mean, like I think you heard
never
water.
know.
I think you heard water and just like Hawaii.
No, I
Like,
thought
you're not taking the whole situation.
I thought scuba diving. Like my brain tries to go to like.
What about jumping
logical.
out the truck? What about jumping out the truck on the freeway part? Like, what do you think that ties to? You think Hawaiian right there?
A crazy hillbilly?
But even a hillbilly, what race do you picture a hillbilly?
April, don't do this right now.
Come on, let's be
don't
real.
Do this right now.
Don't you sit here and
Be
bullshit
real.
with me. Don't you sit here and bullshit me.
It depends on.
Oh, this motherfucker. This motherfucker.
I mean that we didn't have any bridges like that in Magnolia.
No.
I don't see a Magnolia.
That's not what nobody
hillbilly.
asking.
So
when you picture a hillbilly right now, you think of the word hillbilly. Now put a picture to it.
I think black and white.
TV?
Yeah, gotta be TV. Gotta be TV.
No, I literally like I don't see very many Asian. When I think hillbilly, I think cowboy.
I'm gonna say white.
When you think cowboy, what race is the cowboy?
Black or white?
Get the fuck out of here. you know how long it was until black was even in cowboy films?
You about to make you have an aneurysm.
So there's general things that's tied like cowboy.
Okay. If you see a kung fu movie, and if you hear a title say, Last Dragon, what are you thinking?
Last Dragon.
Yeah, what do you?
See that? See, you ain't got no problem being it, but you don't want to like say that. Oh, this is what it is. Like you have a problem being it, but you don't want to say like, oh, because like a cowboy, think white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's
when you
always
think the president of the United States, but it's what's
stereotyping.
But it's not stereotyping. It's that when you dominate something for so long, you're the usual.
Yeah,
some of the first
now some of the first cowboys were black. Historically, but when you see on picture on the screen, what are they showing? Yes,
is white.
Well,
that's why everybody thinks
when I
white
think cowboys, I don't think like a Western movie or anything.
I think of the Dallas Cowboys.
I think of like real people on horses.
So you think of like what the movie's entitled of. Like I understand you think about the period when you think about cowboys of that time, but like what you've seen.
Actually, I pretty much think of like the rodeo and stuff like that.
Which is surrounded by what?
All right.
White people.
Lots of different races.
Oh my God. Your grandmother. Remember I know about your grandmother. Remember? we had a story about your grandmother.
And
we should have asked her these questions.
That doesn't mean that how she was raised is embedded in my head.
No, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that what you've seen, like we're talking about, these things are the usual. When you think cowboy, you think white because what you've seen over time has mostly been white cowboys. When you think president of the United States, you don't think black. You think black because of Barack Obama.
No, I still don't even think black.
Exactly.
So when I said the rodeo, you assumed that I only meant the Houston livestock show and rodeo.
I'm saying that when you go to a rodeo,
I'm talking about little town rodeos,
right,
where there's like 50 people.
I wrote and sold country music for 5 years.
Black and white were at those even when I was a kid.
I've been to rodeo events in Las Vegas. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to like the Texas rodeo. I've been to rodeos all over.
I think you're just
wrote
super
country
racist.
music for 5 years. Like once again, I wrote and sold country. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. But I wrote and sold country music for 5 years, people.
And
so I was in those types of environments. Cowboy? And guess what I was around?
I'll guess this one. I'll guess this one.
Please.
I'm gonna go with white.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with white, Steve.
Because that's what's in the music industry, right?
Oh, that is what's in the music industry.
No. I'm talking about the events,
like rodeo stuff, right?
The rodeos and stuff. I'm using that.
But if you're surrounded by music people,
no, not the rodeo. Not everybody at the rodeo do music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
they have black rodeos and stuff like that, but it's like a black rodeo.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, like, to say that you think of black and white when you think of cowboys, I don't feel like that's being realistic. Like,
that's my reality.
Okay, but from your own,
that's what I grew up with.
From your own backstory, you've said how like predominant white things are. You know what I mean? Like how the views around you are predominantly white, and to say that as of now, as a grown person, that you view when you think of a cowboy, you think of all
all the small town rodeos that I went to.
Man, look, These motherfuckers nasty for not bathing. Let's put that out there.
Yeah. Like, when you think of the president, I want to see like when does the real kick in? Like when you think of the president of the United States.
But why?
Okay, answer that one first. Answer that one.
When you think of the president of the United States, what color do you think of? What race do you think of?
I think of people, like individual people.
I almost had to get
Why
the fuck
does
up out of here.
everything have to be a race with you? Do you not realize that
You're making it about race. I'm asking a question that you won't give an answer to. But you're making it about race.
No, you're making it about race.
I'm asking you something that involves race. I'm not making it about race.
No, you're asking me what my stereotypical thought is on certain situations.
That every common United States of America, like American has? Yes, yes. That's. Come on. I'm like,
okay, what do you think of? What race do you think of when you see a bad driver?
Asian. It is what it is.
Okay.
Oh no, well me though, but some Africans drive crazy.
Or an old person. Like there's a bunch of like I have no problem acknowledging.
All foreigners drive crazy when they fresh over here. I've been in the Ubers with all of them.
I have no problem.
What race do you think of when you see when I mention someone in rollers and a silk scarf?
We're talking about positions in jobs, and you're talking about. Like,
I had forgot it.
No, you asked me about the guy that jumped off the bridge. That doesn't have position job.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So I think about somebody in rollers, in
a silk scarf wrapped around the rollers.
A silk scarf wrapped around the rollers. I think of black women because I was raised by black women.
I think of old white women.
I saw black women. Exactly. That's my point. Like to me, I think of black women because I was raised around black women. It's what I saw. So that would be my general thing. If you were never actually a fucking cowboy and you had to go about what you saw and that's what forms your general thought.
I'm just saying, not everybody thinks like you.
Bro, I think he's saying like what are the things that shape us like media, television stuff, like what's represented out there.
Exactly.
As far as all that stuff.
And that's what, and those things.
It may not be what you too, but you turn on TV once in a while. You look on the internet once in a while. And when they have those hillbillies out there, when they have those guys that do crazy stuff, when they have, they have a home invasion and they stealing drugs and shooting everybody in there, they show the race on there every fucking time. It's the same type of people.
America's Funniest Home Videos was mostly all white people for how many years?
I don't know.
Everybody got that channel. You need heavy cable to get that channel. So when you
think BET,
which came later on, like you think something different. You know what I mean? But to sit here and say that when you think the president of the United States, you think people.
Yeah.
Nobody on that camera is going to agree with you.
I don't give a shit if they.
But you should though. But you should
though. Why are you telling me that I should think like everybody else?
Because
it ain't. You should think like everybody else, but you should be aware of what's out there.
You're not acknowledging the real. You know what I mean? Like you're not acknowledging.
Did you ask me to acknowledge the real?
Yes.
No, you asked me my opinion.
No, I asked you when you think of the United States of America, the president, what race do you see that person as?
It depends on the president.
Let's reframe the question. Let's rephrase the question. What do you see represented out there?
Madness. Craziness?
Like as far as like when you see the president, what do you see represented out there?
This is why things become about race, because
I think of someone we haven't had that's actually doing a good job. That's
all right.
That's what should be there. All
right, we good.
I literally don't think of a race for the president. To me, it doesn't matter.
It's not what you. No. He's talking about in the past, like what, like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, to Bill Clinton, and this who was his name? I forgot this nigga.
Pick a white man. Kennedy.
Any president. That's what he's saying. Like
before Barack Obama. All right, like
but you didn't say that. You didn't say before.
Yes, I did.
Obama.
Hey, let's make a part two. We got to wrap this up right now. we thank for kicking it
when
with
you
us.
Watch this
We got to make a part two, but we run out of time right now.
All right.
But thanks for kicking it with us, y'all. Check us out on YouTube, Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
Instagram, Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
Motherfucking Spotify, Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
And what else? Oh, follow me on Instagram, Matthias_KGV.
Bam.
And Facebook, Matthias Wilburn. Where you guys at?
Yo, Q_the_songwriter on Instagram. Everything _etouffee, ETOUFFEE, etouffee. on Instagram. And you can follow my link tree, all that shit, TikTok, all that. My music's still out there. Beautiful Dreamer. I got an album supposedly dropping end of August, maybe early September. But I'm giving you me your passion and pain.
And I'm April Fox at The Lettering Fox. And you can find me on all social media platforms.
All right. Thanks for kicking with us. Peace, fam.
Bye.
Everybody thinks the president is white. Everyone in this country who tell the truth will believe that the president is white.
And says